Seated pretzel, one of my personal favorite glute exercises. A little bit complicated to get going, but once you get it, it's extremely effective for not only the glutes, but all the way up through the waist. So that little muffin top, the little french fries, all that good stuff, you can kind of burn it off. So what you wanna do is you wanna, let's say, take our right leg, place the knee right in front of your hip, and then the shin, right, makes a 90-degree angle from the knee. Now, the most important placement is that back leg. So you want to slide that leg back behind your hip. So the knee is behind the hip. Flex your foot, right? Take your right hand and press it into the floor to encourage the body to sit up nice and tall. Reach back with the left hand, grab your ankle, and you're going to lift the ankle up. So notice when I lower my ankle, my hip falls back. When I lift my ankle, my hip comes forward. So the goal is shoulder square, chest lifted, abs tight, hip square. The most important thing to remember is to never allow the hip to fall back, because then you're gonna just be lifting from your hip and your glute is gonna stay really loose and not get a workout, okay? So you wanna get that butt tight. So lift the ankle high, place the hands on the floor. Depending on the length of your arms, the placement of your hands may be different. I have really long arms, so my hands, right, pretty easy to touch the floor at a lot of different points. So find a comfortable position for the hands. If you need encouragement, you can hold onto that leg just to get the hang of it. And then super simple, I want you to turn, look at that cheek, and just squeeze it and release it. Contract and release. Try not to let the hip move. Keep that hip forward. Once you get a hang of it, come back, and then you're gonna squeeze and release. Go ahead and shift your weight to the right a little bit. Don't lean forward. Keep sitting up tall, and then try to squeeze to lift, squeeze to lift. Once you get a hang of lifting, using the side of the glute, hold the lift and start to press back. So the thigh is going behind the hip. Try not to come forward with the knee ever. The knee always stays behind the glute. You can combine lift and press, and you can also make little circles. The glute should feel really tight throughout this whole exercise, just like any glute work. The glute is always activating like a little heartbeat, right? You set the pace. It might be slow, it might be fast, it might be a double time, but really feel that contraction and use the contraction to try to lift the thigh off the floor. And you want to finish with a nice little stretch, and that is seated pretzel.